Do you find yourself jolting awake at 3 in the morning, staring at the ceiling with your mind racing? You're not alone. Millions of people over 60 experience this exact pattern, and for years, we've been told it's just part of aging. But recent research reveals something fascinating, that 3 a.m. awakening isn't random. It's your body's stress hormone, cortisol, spiking at precisely the wrong time. Tonight, I want to share with you a simple 1 tablespoon solution that can reset your natural sleep rhythm and help you reclaim the deep, restorative sleep your body desperately needs. The human body operates on an intricate internal clock system called the circadian rhythm. This biological timekeeper regulates when we feel alert and when we feel sleepy. Under normal circumstances, cortisol levels should be lowest during the night, allowing melatonin to take over and maintain deep sleep. However, as we age, this delicate balance becomes disrupted. Chronic stress, poor diet, medication side effects, and hormonal changes can cause cortisol to spike during what should be our most peaceful hours. When cortisol surges at 3 a.m., it triggers a cascade of physiological responses. Your heart rate increases, blood pressure rises, blood sugar elevates, and your brain shifts into alert mode. This isn't just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Chronic sleep disruption accelerates cellular aging, weakens immune function, and significantly increases the risk of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. Studies show that people who regularly experience middle-of-the-night awakenings have a 40% higher risk of developing serious health complications compared to those who sleep through the night. The solution lies in understanding cortisol's behavior and using a targeted intervention that works with your body's natural chemistry. For centuries, traditional medicine has recognized the power of magnesium glycinate, a specific form of magnesium that crosses the blood-brain barrier more effectively than other supplements. 1 tablespoon of powdered magnesium glycinate mixed in warm water before bed can dramatically reduce nighttime cortisol spikes and restore natural sleep patterns. Magnesium glycinate works through multiple mechanisms. First, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the branch responsible for rest and relaxation. This activation signals your adrenal glands to reduce cortisol production. Second, magnesium binds to GABA receptors in the brain, the same pathways that anti-anxiety medications target, but without the side effects or dependency risks. Third, it regulates the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, the command center that controls stress hormone release throughout the night. The timing of this intervention is crucial. Taking magnesium glycinate exactly 90 minutes before your intended sleep time allows it to reach peak effectiveness when cortisol would typically begin its unwanted surge. Mix 1 tablespoon of high-quality magnesium glycinate powder into 6 ounces of warm water. The warmth helps with absorption and adds the psychological comfort of a bedtime ritual. Drink this mixture slowly, allowing your body to begin the relaxation process. What makes magnesium glycinate superior to other sleep aids is its gentle yet powerful action. Unlike prescription sleep medications that force unconsciousness, magnesium works with your natural biochemistry to restore balance. It doesn't create artificial drowsiness, but instead removes the biochemical obstacles preventing natural sleep. This means you wake up refreshed rather than groggy, and your sleep architecture remains healthy with appropriate amounts of deep sleep and REM sleep. The effects typically begin within the first week of consistent use. Many people notice they're no longer checking the clock at 3 a.m. by night 3 or 4. By week 2, sleep becomes more continuous, and morning energy levels improve significantly. After a month of regular use, most individuals report the best sleep quality they've experienced in years, along with improvements in mood, cognitive function, and overall vitality. Beyond cortisol regulation, Magnesium glycinate addresses several age-related changes that disrupt sleep. It relaxes muscle tension that often increases with age due to arthritis, poor posture, or general stiffness. It also supports healthy blood sugar regulation throughout the night, preventing the blood sugar fluctuations that can trigger cortisol release. Additionally, it helps regulate body temperature, another factor that becomes problematic as we age and can cause nighttime awakenings. The quality of magnesium glycinate matters enormously. Look for pharmaceutical-grade powder that dissolves completely in water without leaving a chalky residue. Avoid products with artificial sweeteners, colors, or unnecessary additives that can interfere with absorption or cause digestive upset. The glycinate form specifically is crucial because other forms of magnesium, such as magnesium oxide, are poorly absorbed and often cause digestive issues that could actually worsen sleep quality. Preparation technique influences effectiveness. Use filtered water heated to approximately 100 degrees Fahrenheit, warm enough to enhance absorption but not so hot as to damage the magnesium compounds. Stir the mixture thoroughly and allow it to sit for 2 minutes before drinking. This brief waiting period ensures complete dissolution and optimal bioavailability. Drink the entire mixture within 5 minutes to maintain consistent dosing. Environmental factors can enhance magnesium glycinate's effectiveness. Dim all lights in your home beginning 2 hours before bed to support natural melatonin production. Keep your bedroom temperature between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit, as cooler temperatures work synergistically with magnesium to promote deeper sleep. Remove all electronic devices from the bedroom, as their electromagnetic fields can interfere with the mineral's calming effects on your nervous system. Dietary considerations also play a role in maximizing results. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m., as it can remain in your system for up to 8 hours and counteract magnesium's relaxing effects. Limit alcohol consumption, particularly in the evening, as alcohol disrupts sleep architecture, even if it initially makes you feel drowsy. Large meals within 3 hours of bedtime can interfere with magnesium absorption and create digestive processes that compete with sleep mechanisms. Certain medications can affect how well this intervention works. If you take prescription sleep aids, blood pressure medications, or antidepressants, consult with your healthcare provider before adding magnesium glycinate to your routine. While magnesium is generally safe and well tolerated, it can interact with some medications, either enhancing their effects or requiring dosage adjustments for optimal results. The broader health implications of restored sleep extend far beyond feeling rested. Quality sleep is when your body performs critical maintenance functions. Growth hormone production peaks during deep sleep phases, promoting cellular repair and regeneration. Your brain's glymphatic system activates during sleep, clearing away metabolic waste products, including the protein tangles associated with Alzheimer's disease. Immune system cells circulate more effectively during sleep, identifying and eliminating potentially dangerous pathogens and abnormal cells. Cardiovascular benefits of consistent, uninterrupted sleep are particularly significant for people over 60. During deep sleep, blood pressure naturally decreases by 10 to 20%, giving your heart and blood vessels essential recovery time. Heart rate variability improves, indicating better autonomic nervous system function. Inflammation markers decrease, reducing the risk of arterial damage and plaque formation that leads to heart attacks and strokes. Metabolic improvements from better sleep quality can be dramatic. Proper sleep regulates hormones that control hunger and satiety, making weight management easier. Insulin sensitivity improves, reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes or helping manage existing diabetes more effectively. Stress eating decreases when cortisol levels remain balanced throughout the night, breaking the cycle of poor sleep leading to poor food choices. Cognitive benefits become apparent within weeks of restored sleep patterns. Memory consolidation improves as your brain has adequate time to transfer information from short-term to long-term storage. Processing speed increases, making daily tasks feel less overwhelming. Emotional regulation improves dramatically when sleep-deprived irritability and mood swings diminish. Decision-making abilities sharpen as the prefrontal cortex receives the rest it needs to function optimally. Physical performance and coordination improve when sleep quality is restored. Balance becomes more stable, reducing fall risk significantly. Muscle recovery after exercise improves, making it easier to maintain an active lifestyle. Reaction times quicken, which is particularly important for driving safety. Joint stiffness often decreases when the body has adequate time for nighttime tissue repair processes. Long-term consistency with this magnesium protocol can reset your circadian rhythm permanently. Your natural cortisol curve gradually returns to its healthy pattern, with levels lowest at night and naturally rising in the early morning to promote gentle, natural awakening. This restoration often takes 3 to 6 months of consistent use, but the investment in your long-term health and quality of life is immeasurable. Some people experience additional benefits beyond sleep improvement. Chronic headaches often diminish when magnesium deficiency is corrected. Muscle cramps, particularly nighttime leg cramps common in older adults, frequently disappear. Blood pressure may decrease modestly in people with mild hypertension. Anxiety levels often improve as the nervous system becomes less reactive to daily stressors. Monitoring your progress helps maintain motivation and identify optimal timing. Keep a simple sleep journal, noting the time you take your magnesium, when you fall asleep, any nighttime awakenings, and how you feel upon waking. This information helps you fine-tune the timing and identify any patterns that might indicate the need for dosage adjustments. Seasonal variations may require slight modifications to your routine. During winter months, when natural light exposure decreases, you might benefit from taking magnesium slightly earlier in the evening. Summer's longer daylight hours might necessitate more careful attention to light exposure management in conjunction with your magnesium protocol. Travel across time zones can temporarily disrupt your rhythm, but maintaining your magnesium routine helps minimize jet lag and restore normal sleep patterns more quickly. The safety profile of magnesium glycinate is excellent for most people. Unlike pharmaceutical sleep aids, it doesn't create dependency, tolerance, or withdrawal symptoms. The only common side effect is mild digestive upset if too much is taken at once, which resolves by reducing the dose slightly. People with kidney disease should consult their physician before beginning any magnesium supplementation, as their kidneys may not process excess magnesium effectively. Cost-effectiveness makes this intervention accessible to virtually everyone. A month's supply of high-quality magnesium glycinate costs significantly less than a single doctor's visit or prescription sleep medication. The health benefits extend far beyond sleep, providing value across multiple body systems. When compared to the potential costs of health problems caused by chronic sleep deprivation, this simple intervention represents extraordinary preventive value. Understanding why this works empowers you to take control of your health destiny. You're not a victim of aging or doomed to accept poor sleep as inevitable. Your body retains its capacity for deep, restorative sleep throughout your entire life. Sometimes it just needs the right nutritional support to overcome the accumulated stresses and imbalances that modern life creates. The transformation that occurs when you reclaim your natural sleep pattern extends into every aspect of your life. Relationships improve when irritability and fatigue no longer dominate your interactions. Work performance or volunteer activities become more enjoyable when mental clarity returns. Physical activities become more appealing when energy levels are restored. The simple pleasure of waking up refreshed and ready to embrace the day returns to your life. Tonight represents a turning point in your relationship with sleep. No longer do you need to dread bedtime or anticipate those frustrating 3 a.m. awakenings. 1 tablespoon of magnesium glycinate in warm water, taken consistently 90 minutes before bed, can restore the deep, peaceful sleep your body craves. Your future self will thank you for taking this simple but powerful step toward reclaiming one of life's most fundamental pleasures and health requirements. The journey back to restful sleep begins with a single decision and a simple tablespoon of the right mineral. Your body already knows how to sleep deeply. It just needs your support to overcome the obstacles that age and stress have created. Give yourself this gift and discover how transformative, truly restorative sleep can be for your health, happiness, and vitality in the years ahead. Gastroesophageal reflux disease, commonly known as GERD or acid reflux, becomes more common as we age and can create chest pain that's remarkably similar to heart pain. This is because the esophagus and the heart share similar nerve pathways, so irritation in the esophagus can be felt as chest discomfort. GERD-related chest pain is often burning in nature and may be accompanied by a sour taste in your mouth or the sensation of food coming back up. Anxiety and panic attacks can also cause chest pain, especially in people who are dealing with health concerns or major life changes that often accompany aging. The chest pain from anxiety is usually sharp or stabbing, may come and go quickly, and is often accompanied by feelings of doom, rapid heartbeat, and difficulty breathing that feels like you can't get a deep breath. However, the challenge with these non-cardiac causes of chest pain is that they can occur alongside or even trigger actual heart problems in vulnerable individuals. The stress of severe acid reflux, for instance, can potentially trigger a heart attack in someone with underlying coronary artery disease. This is why it's so important to err on the side of caution, especially when you're alone and over 60. If you determine that your chest pain might not be cardiac in nature, there are still important steps to take while you're alone. For suspected muscle or rib-related pain, gentle movement and stretching might provide relief, but avoid anything that significantly worsens the pain. For possible acid reflux, sitting upright and sipping small amounts of water might help, though avoid eating or drinking large quantities in case you do need emergency treatment. Even if you decide not to call emergency services immediately, it's important to have a plan for getting help if your condition changes. This might mean calling a family member, trusted friend, or neighbor who could check on you or take you to urgent care if needed. Don't try to drive yourself anywhere if you're experiencing chest pain, as this puts both you and others at risk. Consider keeping a record of what you were doing when the chest pain started, how it felt, how long it lasted, and what made it better or worse. This information can be valuable for healthcare providers, whether you end up in the emergency room that day or see your doctor later. Include details about any medications you took and their effects. Prevention strategies become increasingly important as we age, and understanding your personal risk factors can help you make better decisions when chest pain occurs. If you have a history of heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or if you smoke or have smoked, your risk of chest pain being cardiac in nature is higher. Family history of heart disease, especially in immediate family members who had heart attacks at relatively young ages, also increases your risk. Regular cardiovascular checkups become crucial after 60, not just for prevention, but also for establishing baseline measurements that can help you and your healthcare providers interpret symptoms when they occur. Knowing your normal blood pressure, heart rate, and cholesterol levels can provide context for symptoms and guide treatment decisions. Lifestyle modifications can significantly reduce your risk of serious cardiac events, which means less likelihood of facing emergency chest pain situations while alone. Regular physical activity appropriate for your fitness level and health conditions strengthens your heart and improves circulation. Even gentle walking for 20 to 30 minutes most days can provide cardiovascular benefits, though you should consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new exercise program. Nutrition plays a crucial role in heart health, particularly as we age. A diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids from sources like fish, nuts, and seeds supports cardiovascular function. Limiting sodium intake helps control blood pressure, while adequate potassium from fruits and vegetables supports healthy blood pressure and heart rhythm. Staying well hydrated is also important, as dehydration can strain your cardiovascular system and potentially trigger chest pain episodes. Stress management becomes increasingly important with age, as chronic stress contributes to cardiovascular disease and can trigger acute cardiac events. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, gentle yoga, or even regular social interaction can help manage stress levels. Adequate sleep is also crucial, as poor sleep quality has been linked to increased cardiovascular risk. Medication management is particularly important for people over 60, as many take multiple medications that can interact with each other or affect cardiovascular function. Regular medication reviews with your healthcare provider can identify potential problems before they become serious. If you take medications for heart conditions, make sure you understand how and when to use them in emergency situations. Having an emergency plan in place before you need it can make all the difference when you're alone and experiencing chest pain. This plan should include having emergency phone numbers easily accessible, keeping a current list of your medications and medical conditions in a visible place, and ensuring that at least one trusted person knows about your health conditions and has a key to your home or knows how to access it. Consider investing in a medical alert system if you live alone and have risk factors for cardiac events. These systems have evolved significantly and now include options that work both inside and outside your home, with some featuring automatic fall detection and GPS location services. While no one wants to think about needing such a device, having it available can provide peace of mind and potentially save your life. The emotional aspect of experiencing chest pain while alone shouldn't be underestimated. Fear and anxiety are natural responses, but they can cloud your judgment and make it harder to take appropriate action. Practice relaxation techniques when you're feeling well so that you can use them effectively if you ever need them during a medical emergency. Building a support network becomes increasingly important as we age, not just for emergencies, but for overall health and well-being. This might include family members, friends, neighbors, or even members of community organizations. Having people who check on you regularly means that if something serious happens, someone is likely to notice relatively quickly, even if you're unable to call for help yourself. Technology can also be your ally in managing health emergencies when you're alone. Smartphone apps can store medical information that emergency responders can access even from a locked phone. Some apps can automatically detect falls or other medical emergencies and summon help. While these shouldn't be your only safety net, they can provide an additional layer of protection. Understanding the limitations of self-assessment is crucial for making good decisions about chest pain when you're alone. While the guidelines I've shared can help you distinguish between different types of chest pain and respond appropriately, they're not a substitute for professional medical evaluation. When in doubt, it's always better to seek help and be told you're fine than to ignore potentially serious symptoms. Remember that heart attacks in people over 60 can present very differently from the classic symptoms you might expect. Women, in particular, often experience more subtle symptoms that might be dismissed as something else. These can include fatigue, shortness of breath, nausea, or pain in the back or jaw without significant chest pain. Trust your instincts if something feels seriously wrong. even if your symptoms don't match what you think a heart attack should feel like. The key to successfully handling sudden chest pain when you're alone after 60 lies in preparation, knowledge, and the wisdom to act decisively when necessary. By understanding the different types of chest pain, knowing the warning signs that require immediate action, and having a plan for getting help, you can face this frightening situation with confidence and maximize your chances of a positive outcome. Your health and safety are worth every precaution, every preparation, and every moment of attention you can give them. The steps you take today to understand and prepare for potential health emergencies could very well save your life tomorrow. Take the time to review your emergency plans, update your medical information, and ensure you have the tools and knowledge you need to protect yourself when you're on your own.